Hey everyone, Minuteman Ren here. Starting off the very first video for my new YouTube channel that I'm going to be doing on Pokemon Go. Just kind of my adventures, my story with Pokemon Go, I guess. A little late to the game, but better late than never, right? So we're gonna jump into it. Just a little bit about me. I started playing Pokemon Go when it first came out. I was actually in Oklahoma at the time. I was stationed down there and started playing, but I had no idea that people actually recorded themselves playing or vlogged it, really. So had no idea about any of that. So Trainer Tips, Mystic 7, all those, never started watching until like probably about a year and a half-ish ago. So, and I mean, watching them was it was cool, it was fun, so they kind of inspired me to want to do this myself. And now that I'm doing it, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So hopefully everybody, you guys all like this, and I can keep doing it. And yeah, we'll see. So this is kind of how I play a lot of my Pokemon Go, especially around here. When I get to take trips out to better places, you know, places 30-40 minutes away where there's actually a lot of Pokestops, gyms, and spawn points. I won't be driving around so much, but like around here, like right now, there is absolutely nothing on the screen. I could drive 10 minutes into Browns Mills to play, but there's only a handful of Pokestops and 3 gyms. There is one random gym, a couple stops on the way, but I feel like the service there is even worse than it is right here. But yeah, so for the most part, when I'm playing around here where I live, it's in the car. It's not so much getting out and walking around. Sometimes I do like to get out, and there's one little, there's one little strip that it's really only like 2 Pokestops, I think, or 3 Pokestops, and 1 gym that I can walk. And it would connect to a second gym, but there's no walkway, no sidewalk going to it. I don't really feel comfortable walking on a bridge that's strictly road, and it's not really worth the walk. I mean, usually by the time you take that gym and you start walking to where the other Pokestops are, it's usually under attack again. But when we get there, I'll show you. Here's the gym. We just passed it, actually. That's kind of separated by the water. So there is actually a walkway across the bridge here to these couple stops up here and this other gym. And as you can see, there's another gym over there. Red dominates this town from really what I know, because very few times is there any instinct on gyms, and it seems like there's only a handful of Mystic players besides myself out here. So put that out. But I will come down here occasionally. Ooh, there's a Scyther. Shiny? No, of course not. I will come down here, put this bad boy in park, and attempt to walk it every now and then. Not really the place to go. Wow, I can't hit this Scyther to save my life. Not really the place to go to walk around, make videos, and play Pokemon, but I mean, sometimes you really don't have a choice. So, this is what I'm gonna do. I will come down here eventually and start making content, you know, around here, especially on the days where I can't really do much, but it's gonna be mostly on the base, seeing as the base is the biggest area of spawns and gyms and stops and stuff. Problem with that is it's a big base. It's Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. It's the only tri-service joint base in the United States, so it's pretty big, and they have a good amount of stops and gyms and spawn points for Pokemon, but for the most part they're pretty much together in certain areas. They're like clusters, not much in between each cluster, so it's kind of like you have to do one cluster and either wait for like the Pokestops to respawn, or once you catch all the Pokemon, you know, that's pretty much it. You gotta just hop in the car and drive to the next one. So not a whole lot to do there either. Most of my time I do spend on the base, but I'm gonna try to get out and explore a little bit more. We are about to open up the Meltan box, as all of you I'm sure are already aware. The 3-day Meltan box is back with shiny Meltan. So let's go to mystery box here and open. Alright, there we go. Do already have a shiny Meltan and shiny Melmetal, so not really pressing too hard to find one, but we will definitely take what we can get. And while we're waiting for that first Meltan to pop up, let's claim the breakthrough. I know on May 1st we are getting Latios, Latias, Lugia, and Ho-Oh with the possibility of shinies. Entei. A little disappointed by Entei. But I figured there's no real reason to not claim it right now. So let's try to get this. I have no idea what the IVs of this is. 1461. Do I really want to use Golden Raz on this? Sure. I've saved a lot of my Golden Raz. I do a lot of tier 3 and below raids, and I never ever use Golden Raz for them, even on the shinies. Never. So really, it's only legendaries are really the only ones that I use the Golden Raz on. I'll use just regular Raz if I have them. All the other times. But alright, here we go. Entei, let's appraise it. Wonder attack, certainly impressed. So it's not terrible, but it's not great either. We're just gonna accept it. So no Meltan out of this box yet. And here we go, our first Meltan check. And it is not shiny. Oh well, no big deal. So we'll use a Pineapple Berry. Let's see if we can get this. Ooh, jumped over it. Ah, just missed that. Excellent. I'm working on getting better at making excellent throws. It's a little bit more difficult on an Android than it is in iPhone, I've come to find out. Ah, bad throw. There we go. Great throw. All right. Hopefully this is a catch. And there we go. First Meltan down. We're sitting here waiting for the next couple Meltans to start popping up. Just want to talk a little bit about the Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago that's coming up. I did apply for it, or entered the lotto. My brother Drake applied as well as Sierra, my wife. All trying to hopefully one of us at least get picked so we can all buy tickets and go. Yeah, I know Drake and I went to the first one with Sierra, and we had a good time. Another Meltan check. Not shiny. But even with all the mishaps, the network errors, everything that was going on, we ended up having a good time. It was a good trip to Chicago, so we'd really like to go back, especially now that they've kind of figured out all the issues, and I mean, hopefully that there's no more network errors, anything like that, but we're trying to go. So far, nothing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. First week of waves have pretty much all gone out. It doesn't seem like anything's sold out yet, even the early access. So that gives me some hope. But I don't know, I haven't really, at least in my Discord group, my group of friends, I haven't heard of anybody except for one person getting a ticket. And I believe that person actually got the ticket via another friend. So it doesn't seem like they're pushing a lot of tickets out. Not sure what the reasoning is behind that, but it still gives me a little bit of hope, a little bit of a chance. Excuse me. Fingers crossed that we get picked. If not, it's no big deal. We would very much like to go, but we're not going to be heartbroken if we don't go. Drake and I at least still plan on doing something that week, whether it is still going out to Chicago or we go somewhere else. We do want to take time to actually go out and explore and, get some good content and, maybe have like a special weekend ourselves, but the goal is still to get to Chicago at some point for GoFest. So we'll see what happens there. So another thing to discuss is how they're actually handling this rollout of GoFest tickets. I know there's been a lot of backlash. It's definitely different from how they've done it previous years. Whether it's better or worse, it's still really to be determined at this point. Can't really judge it too much yet, although it does kind of suck knowing that I might not get tickets, especially knowing that in the first year, not shining, especially knowing the first year that we were able to just get on when tickets went on sale and purchase some within the first couple minutes, and that was it. We knew we had tickets, we were good to go. Drake and I really didn't encounter really any network errors or anything like that, so it seemed like it was a really good way to do it. I understand that's not the case for most people, so we'll see how this really works, how it turns out. I really hope that it works out better for everybody in the end. It just seems like at this point there's a lot of people that are upset about it, and I mean, like I said before, the tickets aren't sold out yet. Nothing, not even any day has been sold out yet. So there's still a lot of tickets, it seems like, that are going to be given out. We'll just see. We'll see as it goes. All right, so probably our last Meltan check for this box. And it is not shiny. Let's silver pineapple this. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so caught it. We'll check the stats real quick, and not likely. So all right, so this is not a good one. So we're gonna toss it, and yeah, 2, 1. There goes the box. It's all over. So yeah, that was a box. It's gonna be here for a month or so. 3-day limit on the box again, or it takes 3 days to get the next box instead of 7. So we'll keep an eye out for that, and that's pretty much all we've got for this first video. So hope everyone enjoys it, and we'll see you next time.